Let me welcome everyone on YouTube. We are the Simple 1, 2, 3 Traders, and this is all for educational purposes. What we do here, we don't expect anyone to take our trades. If you like us, give us a like and subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate that. I'm going to just take a look at the calendar to see what's shaping up for today, which is Tuesday, the 29th. So news, we have some job openings coming up at 10 this morning.
Yeah.
So that's some red news there. And consumer confidence is following it. It's not red news, but might prove interesting. So job openings at 10.
The 51st state had an election.
Yes, the 51st state of the divided states of America.
There's some news on the NVIDIA this morning.
Oh, hopefully it's good news.
No, President Trump banned NVIDIA from selling its most advanced semiconductors to China. NVIDIA shares sank 7% after the firm said it would take a $5.5 billion financial hit because of the new restrictions.
That's not good.
You sure it's not fake news?
Oh, that's to be determined. Thank you, George. I didn't get any what do you call it?
Confirmation?
I didn't get any notifications that it was bad email, but anyway, you could be right.
Interesting.
But NVIDIA is certainly not going up, it's going down.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of fake news around, so it's a question. I didn't catch anything in the Wall Street Journal this morning, so I don't know if it just came out. Did NVIDIA report earnings this morning?
Even 80%, 90% of NVIDIA's AI chips come from Taiwan.
Oh, yeah. But of course, TMA is looking to build a plant over here.
Yeah, but that takes time. So.
Yeah, true.
So all eyes are on Taiwan now. This brings U.S. and China closer to war than any time since the Korean War ended in 1953. Taiwan is just 100 miles off the coast of China.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of saber rattling going on there, that's for sure.
All the semiconductors China needs are just 100 miles away from it.
The other thing that happened, though, is that a Chinese company has developed a lower cost chip, AI chip, that, well, not up to the full standards of the NVIDIA one, but it sounds like it's pretty good.
I'm sorry, what did you say, George?
Okay, there's a Chinese company that has developed an AI chip that seems to be pretty good. It may not be as powerful as NVIDIA's, but it's has a lot of benefits to it.
Let the
But
fun
that's
begin.
all I know about it.
Let the fun begin.
Yep.
Semiconductors have become as important as oil.
Oh, yeah.
Just walking down Bitcoin right now to see where we're walking down the 10 minutes before the open coin right now to see where we're walking down the 10 minutes before the open coin right now. We had quite the run.
But I'm summarizing it in the presentation so, to make it more understandable. Okay.
All right, if I could get
I'm sorry, I had my microphone on.
Yeah, please mute yourself if you're chatting to somebody else or anything like that.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
unavoidable here.
All right, we've got like I say, Bitcoin had was on a tear yesterday, and on Saturday, Sunday, we moved up quite a bit, and then yesterday, we on the 29th is here. So let's see, 29th. Okay, so this is all last night. So we've been on quite a move. This is all this morning to the upside, but now all of a sudden we're turning back to the downside. But we could be again looking to turn back to the upside. So quite interesting here on Bitcoin. Yeah, looking like we could be at the end of this move to the downside here. NASDAQ. Let me take a look at NASDAQ from the daily standpoint. So just to give you an idea of what I'm seeing here on the NAS, I'm looking for a move back down on the NASDAQ to take out this low here. We've now swept the high here. That's what I was looking for. Remember I marked this out from way back on the beginning of the month, essentially, that we had when we had this drop, that I was looking for price to come back up, and once it started doing gyrating in here, we got this definite move that we expected. We expected a move back up to take out these highs over here. So we've done that now. So once we've done that, now I'm expecting them to come back down to take out this low here. So this is not a good move for the markets, because we're going back way back down again if that occurs. So should be interesting to see if it does indeed come all the way back down to those levels. So 4 hour, that's what it looks like. It looks like we've reached the peak at this point now, and we swept that high there. So looking for them to come and sweep this low. They swept this low first, then they went up. And so a breach, I'm on the 4 hour, so a breach of this low right here, and we could see a big, huge 1, 2, 3 that will take us down to this level. Something like that. That's a nasty if that occurs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. So I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really am, because I don't want to see that occur, but right now it's not looking too good. So we do have a 1, 2, 3 forming already, and we're pushing down. So we could see something like this, and then the retrace, and then the drop. So kind of looking for something like that.
Would Tesla do the same thing?
Tesla would more than likely do the same thing. So there is the 30-minute same thing, one big 1, 2, 3 top. So as I come in closer, got the 1, 2, 3 top, another 1, 2, 3, and we're dropping. So we got a long way to come down just to get to here. Never mind what I'm saying, way to the bottom. So there's that. Okay, so we're in a quite a move to the downside right now on the 15. That's what it looks like. So this whole thing is a 1, 2, 3, then another 1, 2, 3, and then we get this drop. So we could see in about 6 minutes or so, we could see a bit bounce back up, but it'll be short-lived, and we want to continue coming back down. Otherwise, we'll just go straight down, or we'll just stay sideways. There's only 3 things it can do, right? So we're either going to go up, down, or stay sideways. So more than likely, I would see it move back up first, and then a continuation to the downside. Okay, so 5-minute time frame, looking for that bounce. Let me go back to the 15. I'm going to mark off this 15-minute gap, because this is a significant gap here. drop down to the 5. So looking for us to come back up into this area here. So that would be a approximately 50% area. It is. So there's our 50% of this move. Take us back into this area here. Something like that. All right. And then finally on the 1 minute, you can see that what's going on now. We've got a clean 1, 2, 3 top, and we've dropped. We're chopping up and down in here. So we're looking for them to come back up. We'll continue down. Okay, something like that. All right, so if I go back to Bitcoin and go to the 15, Bitcoin 2 is coming down. We've got a 1, 2, 3 top here. And we're dropping. So hearing an echo on myself. There is Bitcoin on the 5-minute time frame, and we've got a clean 1, 2, 3 top, and then we have this drop. So looking for them to continue pushing to the downside here as well. So we can look at Tesla real quick here. So see how they've ended up. So from the daily standpoint, we're also in this traffic jam area. We've been just chopping up and down. Very, very choppy stuff here. So it's indicative of a fourth wave. Everybody's in agreement.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So what usually occurs in fourth waves? So we have like a big 1, 2 up here. We drop and then we're chopping up and down. So they've swept everybody out now. So we could expect a move back down to take out these lows. That's a possibility. And that would be in line with what the NAS is doing. So if
I agree.
If I go to the 4 hour, let me get rid of this here. There we go. Okay, 4 hour. We've come up and swept everybody out up here. Swept the previous highs. So there's no one else left to sweep except for this guy over here. And that certainly could be a possibility, but we shall see here on the 1 hour. Okay, so are we gonna go back up and sweep this high, or are we done? And we're gonna come down. Right? So we can either go through. We've got a 1, 2 here. So it is possible that they could sneak it through there first before we come down. So we could take that high out. And that's in line with the NAS. Like I say, the NAS probably moving up first this morning before we go down. So 30-minute, but this is of course on a higher time frame here. So we'll see here. So 30-minute, we've had quite the move up on Tesla. We've had this big strong move. So it looks likely that we could do that first, certainly. So interesting. So 15-minute, we're pushing back to the upside. 5-minute, very strong push to the upside here on Tesla. We've got a 1, 2, 3 here, and we could certainly push up, like I say, and challenge those highs. So I've got less than a minute to go before the market opens here. So a clean move here yesterday, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're either just retracing this move here, and we're going to be done at this point, and we could turn around and continue.
I think that's it.
Yeah, it's possible, or we could squeak up one more time and take out those highs. So we'll see what happens here. Should be interesting. So, and here we go, I believe. That market open. Got 4 seconds left.
Here we have a bell.
So I'm looking for them to come back up in here. How did Tesla open? High, low? Nope, not much, eh? Not much of a move on Tesla here. A little bit down. Okay. So at this point here on Tesla, I can see that we have a 1, 2, 3 bottom, and we're just chopping. So the expected move will be back to the upside to take out these highs.
Well, it just violated that 1, 2, 3.
Hasn't violated this yet. No, it's just a wick. So we're still looking to go back up here. The NASDAQ is pushing up like I expected. Okay, can we come all the way up into this gap? So this move should be pushing Tesla up to take out its highs as well.
Yeah, it's moving up.
Would you go long just based on that wick, Lennox?
Go long?
Yeah.
No, I'm not looking to go long at all. I'm actually looking to go short.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm coming into the 50% area here. So I'll be looking for them to come back down and take out all the buyers here.
The pre-market high was 289.38 on Tesla.
What'd you say, Armin?
Oh, the pre-market high for Tesla this morning was 289.38.
Oh, okay.
So Tesla indeed has gone back up and taken out the highs as I expected. So that's what I would have expected, because we have a 1, 2, 3. We go up, we chop up and down, we drop. And I would expect them to take out the highs, and they've done that. So now I'd be looking for 1, 2, 3 up here to come back down to take out all these lows now. So that's what I kind of see. So we'll see how high up they go, how far up they go. Okay, and NAS is still going up. So they're really pushing this to the upside quite a bit. But we've got a 1, 2 here. So this is more like a fourth wave. So I would expect, like I say, a turnaround imminently here. So for those on YouTube, we're the 1, 2, 3 traders. We're looking for 1, 2, 3 bottoms or tops. So here's a typical 1, 2, 3 bottom. It's essentially just a low, a high, and another low. And we enter at between the midpoint area of number 1 and number 2. And that's how we trade our 1, 2, 3s. It's essentially all we're looking for. It's a simple concept, but not an easy thing to trade. So there's a 1, 2, 3 top here. And there's our 1, there's our 2, there's our 3. And again, we would enter around the 50% area of the retrace between 1 and 2. And I say area because it is an area. And that would, there's 2 1, 2, 3s here. And so that would be another 1, another 2, another 3. And then we'd be entering in and around the 50% area, catching that move down. Okay, so we'd be looking for 1 here now to do the same kind of thing. So I like to enter earlier on the 1, 2, 3, and I prefer to sometimes enter on just a fractal, which is just 3 candles, a candle high, 2 lower highs, 3 candle swing high, or 3 candle swing low, higher lows.
Well, you have a fractal right now.
Yeah, we do. I'm waiting for a real 1, 2, 3 to show itself here. So let's see if we can get one.
Tesla's dropping.
as expected again. So with Tesla taking out, yes, that's right. So that's what we would expect to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sweep, and then now we sweep again. So now we'd be looking for a move back up to catch that move down. So if you can be patient here, maybe we'll get to see a retrace back in. But ideally, you could have entered on the fractal right up here and you'd have caught this move all the way down. So this is where looking at one thing alone is beneficial. Jumping around to different things makes it very difficult. So see Bitcoin here. So here I go jumping around again. I'm looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is doing the same kind of dance also. So I'm trying to concentrate on just one thing, which is the NAS. So yeah, we'd look for a retrace back on Tesla.
With the news coming out, with the news coming out at 10, are we cautious of taking a trade, or
I would certainly be always have to be cautious of red news, right? You just never know. Even orange news can, you sometimes have to be a little bit cautious because you just never know.
This morning we even had yellow news that note that wasn't relevant. It caused a move of the market. That was at 8:30.
Okay, so I'm looking for the NAS to move back up a little higher. I don't know if they will. There's a couple highs in here. See if they can come back up a little higher than that. Would be good. But again, I don't know if they are going to do that. So let's see. That might be it, but I'm looking for another rise here. That would bring Tesla back up if we get this move back up as well. Haven't had a gap as yet. If I look at Tesla, this entry was, if I was just staring at Tesla only, this fractal entry was really beautiful right here. So that would have been an entry right at that point. Catch that move. That's from around 287 down to 281 right now. It's not bad. So we're still looking for a move back up. Of course, now this was the breach right there. So can we actually come all the way back up there? It's possible, but the NASDAQ get a bounce back up as well. So you see where the fractal comes in handy. This was the equal highs here, so my fractal would have been at the breach of that level right there. That would have been an entry. Well, now with NASDAQ, the first opportunity for a retrace would be technically right here. We're looking for them to retrace back up.
I thought you were looking to go lower. Oh, you're looking to get in again?
Yeah, I'm looking for a retrace still. We
Okay.
still haven't had a significant retrace here, so
I got it.
yeah.
I've been programming, so I'm catching only half of it.
Don't know if they're going to do that at all here, though. They're trying. Okay, looks like we might get a push back up here now. Here we come.
You're up 50% of the current down. going up 62, looks like.
I like to see them take out all these. And there we go. That's the push. Oh, I need to connect here. There we go. So that's the push I was looking for. So now I have an opportunity for an entry on the NAS. Now, are they going to take these equal highs, though, is the question now, too, right? So they've come. I'm going to take the sell because I don't think they're going to take those highs. So let's see if I'm correct or not. So I'll put a stop right above the high here. So if I'm wrong, I get taken out of this trade right away. So I'm just going to take my stop. I'm not going to really put it on because I want to see if I'm correct and we just bounce down. Okay. That's the kind of move I'm looking for. A big drop back down here. Nope. So this should be propelling Tesla back up right now.
Yeah, it's trying to make its way.
Okay, so I've got my first gap, which is right here. Drag that across. So don't want to see them take this high, but they could, because that's how they like to roll.
It looks like they could at this point.
So if they took the high, I would buy some more. I would sell some more, I should say, at this point.
Should say, yeah.
All right, so what's Tesla doing? So Tesla, they're trying hard here to come back up. So we would like to see a retrace of this move back up to at least 50%. That area. Let me see how it looks on the 5. So on the 5-minute, we're forming a gap right now. So that gap would want to be coming back into 50% of that gap, ideally something like that. So can we push all the way up there? So we're bouncing off this gap now. So we could see them take out the highs because that's how they roll. They're very sneaky. So we could see them take the highs out and then we could be coming back down. So that is a possibility. So we see how they looked like they were going to fall and all of a sudden they turn it around and go back up. And we have equal highs. So this is easy pickings for them to go back up and take those highs out first. Because there should be a slew of stop orders up out here, right? And that's what they've done. All right. So I will look for another sell opportunity here. So I'm betting that we're coming back down. So if I'm wrong, I'm going to be in huge drawdown here. So had I had my stop here, I'll be stopped out already, right? So I'll look for a fractal entry here and see if I'm going to be correct. Where are they going up to? There's another little gap right here. So we could be just coming into that gap, possibly. So this is similar to what happened yesterday. They pulled against me and I went in a drawdown, but I stuck it out and was able to survive it. But let's see if I can do a little better today. looking for a sell again. So I'm going to jump in on a fractal here if I get one. So we're right into the gap. We're looking for them to come back down now. Still going higher.
Got a lot of strength to the upside at this point.
Yeah, they're making a liar to me here, but we're back into our 1, 2, 3 up here. Yep. So we don't really want to go up too far into this area. So should be turning back to the downside here. So
well, if it turns down now, I'll have divergence. If it turns down now.
Let's see how the S&P is doing. S&P's looking pretty strong here as well. So Tesla should be making a good move back to the upside right now. Is it not? It's slowly climbing up there, eh? Slowly. So we should get back up to about 50% on Tesla. Yeah, so they put me in
50% would be what price, Lennox?
On Tesla, I've got it at 283, 284 almost, 283.87. So
Okay,
you're looking at that area is it's not just a specific price, right? So
yeah.
Around the 284 area. So they're really making a liar out of me here. So they're going up quite a bit. So I wouldn't have expected them to take this high at all, not even remotely come even close to this high. So am I that wrong? It's totally possible here. I might have to take a serious beating here. So had I put my stop on at this point, I would be out of the trade, and I would have suffered a small loss. But instead, I've gone into drawdown, not expecting them to come above, not even to come back into this area. Never mind, really. So they're making a liar out of me here. So why are they pushing up so much at this point? It's interesting. Am I that wrong? Still looks like they want to come down, but yeah, they've pushed up quite a bit here. Let's see how S&P looks. Same thing on S&P. They pushed up quite a bit. Okay, so I want to look to sell here. I think Tesla might have reached its 50%. It did. That high is 280, 283, 83. So very close to the 283.87, I think I said.
So would that swing point represent a short?
It's can't really see the structure clearly, but at this point, it looks like we could go up a little higher. Certainly, we could go up a little higher. Always have to be careful of these swing highs because they can easily go and take them out.
Okay.
All right, finally going to get a turn here. Let's see. So looking for a swing high here on the NAS. Yeah, this is a nasty drawdown. Don't like that. So I have to do a Nick Sean here now. There's my sell. Oh, and of course I sell and they go higher right away. Amazing. Okay, no problem. So they give me a big wick. They went up and took out the highs up here. So they violated everything. So this is quite interesting. So my expectation with that we would just turn at this point and come back down has been totally thrown out the window because they went up and took out the highs up here. So there's no way I would have entered in here and put my stop up here on this play. It would have been right there for my stop on an entry here to continue down, but they've gone way above. But I'm still expecting them to come down no matter what they've done here. So with Tesla, let's see now. So you see how Tesla went and took the high again. So that's what I mean. It's really not totally clear in here what they're perfectly doing, but you can see that this high could have been taken one more time. They did. So I would be looking for a turnaround on Tesla now. So what you can do is, the ideal way to do it is to wait for a breach of a previous low. So that's, that they call the change of character. Or, so if you wait patiently for that kind of move, then that gives you your clean 1, 2, 3, and you get that move. Rather than trying to jump in on a fractal, because by jumping in on a fractal, it doesn't mean that you're at the high. If that makes sense to you guys. So I would be looking for a fractal here. So I'm going to jump in again on another fractal here and get another entry. I'll take another sell. So I'm looking for them to come down.
It's trying, but
Yeah, it's time it did. So even if I'm wrong that they're not going to come and take out these lows down here, which I don't believe I'm wrong, but I would still expect a retrace of this current move anyways. So that would give me some profits here. Going to take a look at this chart again. I still could be totally incorrect, and we do have equal highs up here, relatively equal highs. So it is possible for them to want to streak up there, and that could be why Tesla's looking the way it does, to want to go back up and take out the highs. But I've got 1, 2 here. So this my 3, 4. I'm looking for another drop to take out these lows, but we could certainly go up first and take out those equal highs. Looking at this, and we got triple equal highs really. So will they come back here first, or will they take out the highs and then come down? So it could be completely incorrect in that we're looking to actually go up, but this is a sweep here, so I'm looking for them to drop, at least in the short term here anyways. So Tesla must be doing something similar now. We should be getting a drop on Tesla coming back down. So everything's pointing to Tesla coming down because we got a 1-2 here. We get this drop, we move back over. So I'm looking for that move to take out this low over here. So I'm holding to that, but
Looks like we got a 1, 2, 3 top on the 5-minute Tesla.
$5-minute. Yeah. So yesterday, Marquis was talking about a 5-minute top on the NAS, and that one worked out. It did work out as a beautiful 1, 2, 3 top on the 5-minute. It was quite large. When you look on it from the 5-minute time frame, you look at a 1, 2, 3 top. If you look at like this 1, 2, 3 top on the 5-minute, these are very large moves. So if you're correct in that it is a legitimate one, you get these very strong moves, you know. So we're having a hard time coming down here. And I can see why. We've got a 1, 2, 3 here now, and now we've chopped again in here. So they might be looking to go one more time and take out these highs. So I might have put myself into some serious jeopardy here by looking to come short here. Interesting.
They almost made it, but now it looks suspect now.
Yeah, it looked like they want to go back up, interestingly. Tesla hasn't come back and taken out its low yet, but we do have another low here, so which they've taken out, so could get that move. I don't see Tesla coming all the way back up to take out this high here, so we should be coming down, really. S&P.
So when does the red news come out today? 8:30, 9:30?
3 minutes. 3 minutes time. See how it plays out here. Two minutes time. Okay, so we could see them take out this high. If they do that, I'm going to sell some more because I'm still expecting them to come down, but they're making a mockery of my analysis here. So because we swept this high here, I would think that, you know, we should be done here and we should be coming down. However, I do have a 1, 2, 3 here, so I have to be respectful of that. And so we could indeed go up one more time to take that high, which I don't really want to see. So I might be able to save myself here by getting a move back down below this low. I could get out of this mess that I'm in. I might just take it off at this point by going to positive.
Starting to look a little more serious anyway.
And we got 30 seconds before news time here. So it's a tough one.
Yeah.
It really is. A tough one to hang in here because of the news, because they can spike it up real quick and take me right out of it.
That's the big problem.
It's a tough one here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, news time. Okay, that worked for me, so I'll take the profit off. Take some off anyways. All right.
No, I got some off at this point. Still.
see if I can. It's taking a while to register here. Oh, there we go. We've registered now. Okay. So I took a partial. So I left some on because I'm still expecting them to drop it, but let's see if we come down. Hurry here. Okay, looking good. So Tesla should be dropping. It's mixed news, it looks like, eh? It looks like maybe I should have taken it all off instead of just a partial. Let's see what Tesla is doing. So Tesla has now made a 1, 2, 3 top. So either we're done and we're going to come down and take out the lows, or they're going to go one more time to take out the highs, right? So which one will it be? And they're taking out the highs. Like, whoops, very close to, yeah, it looks like they took that high. So interesting there on Tesla.
Could have fooled me.
Seems to be a strange move. It went distinctly down, but decided to, I need some more.
Well, yeah. Well, what? Since we have a 1, 2, 3 here, that's correct. A, B, C, D, E. So now they're looking to take out the high. That just makes sense.
In other words,
right?
this would be the E leg, and so we take out the high again.
This will be the wave 5 that will take out the high. The E leg is this leg here, down. Right?
I have to get to your drawing.
The E leg is this leg.
Oh,
That's it. That's our E. That makes sense?
well, I call the current one going up as the E leg, but
No, that would be wave 5 because this is 1, 2, 3,
4,
A,
5.
B,
Yeah,
C, D,
I
E.
see. Yeah,
This is E, and then this is our E,
5. Okay.
and then this is our wave 5. So that will take out the high. So in our wave structure, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D.
I'm very
E.
close to being taken out.
And
At
then
least I got some off.
they'll take out this high, and then look for a turn. So I should have taken all my profits off at that point right there. I decided to go with a partial, but I
It
could
just
see
took
that
out
was a
my
possibility. So the
stock.
1, 2, 3 here is the ruler right now, and that's why we're getting this move to take out that. So we've swept the highs now. So I'm still looking for them to come back down, but yeah,
Tesla's shooting for the top.
Okay, so let's see what Tesla, and wow, quite the move now. So interesting. So like I say, because we have equal highs up here, that they could do that. So this whole thing now, they're saying is a 1, 2, and we could continue pushing up. So let's take a look at it from the higher time frame here, 5 minute. So this is what I was saying earlier, is that the possibility is that we could go up and take out this high even up here. So we've got, because we have a 1, 2, this is a 3, 4. So at least take this high out anyways. I wouldn't expect them to come and breach this high, but anything's possible.
We have a 1, 2, 3 over to the left over there. That's a 1, 2, 3 top.
Yeah.
Which
So this
means
is,
in theory we're still in wave 4.
yeah, we should be just in wave 4, and we should be coming back down here. Yeah. Still looking for them to come and take out this low. So we're just breaching the high here.
I
Or a
just
sweep.
breached it now.
And then we'd be looking for a 1, 2, 3 here to come back down. So I wouldn't expect them to go and take out this high, but you always have to be, aware of that possibility.
Tesla's
Okay.
going out to take its pre-morning trade high,
So I
289.
had a chance to get out here, and I didn't take the chance to get out. So now I'm in deep troubles. So just by taking a partial cost me here. All right. So now we've swept these guys. They're looking to go up and sweep. They've swept these guys as well. Wow. So my original 1, 2, 3 at the top is still holding on the 5-minute, but maybe not for long.
Okay, the JOLTS job report was negative, as was consumer confidence negative. So that would be negative for the dollar, positive for the indices. So it's doing what it should be doing.
Yes, and like I say, this was a possibility that we could come up and take out these highs. So yeah, that is what's going on right now. We're coming up and taking out all these highs. Interesting move here. So that was a possibility. I didn't think it was high possibility, but sure enough.
Well,
okay, so let's go to the 30. So what I'm seeing now is that this entire move, and this is one of the things I was looking at, was that we come back into 50% of this move. We did sweep this high, so it looked pretty good that this 1, 2 would take us down one more time to take out these lows. So they're pushing back out quite a bit. So they look like they want to go sweep one more time, which is quite interesting. Surprised at that move, mind you, but not totally, because that is a possibility as well. So will they do it or will they not do it? So let's see Tesla on the 30. Tesla again looking possibly to take out that high up here. So that was a possibility.
This is the 1, 2, 3 bottom on the 5-minute Tesla.
Yes. So there's Tesla. Remember what I looked at? We had a 1, 2 here. So this was just like a 3, 4. So like I said, it's possible that for them to come up and take out that high, even though I didn't think they would, but it is a possibility. So you have to always look at all the possibilities. And that's one of the big takeaways that you have to keep in mind all the time. Like sometimes you think you've got it right and so on, but something else is playing out. So it looks like we could be done now at this point because we've swept this high and we still have a 1, 2, 3 controlling it. But the higher time frame is saying that no, we could take out that high still. So there could still be a run to take out that high, interestingly. So that's on the 5-minute. Again, it's looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish that we're done at this point, and we should turn around and come back down. So it's still looking like we shouldn't go up and take out that high. Right? But I just want you to be aware of the fact that that is a possibility, even though our structure is telling us, no, it's not going to happen, right? So we swept here.
you mean the major high that you're looking at?
Up there on Tesla?
Oh, no, on NASDAQ.
Yeah, on the NAS, I mean, there are equal highs. There's a triple high here, so it is possible for them to come up and take them out. I wasn't expecting that at all, but it is a possibility. So I'm going to have to again add to my position here as I see price coming back down. So now this whole thing, it becomes a 1, 2 and the 3, 4, and then we're in this last leg. So it looks like they are going to go and take out the high.
Right now, it looks like they're good. They want to go higher.
Yeah, so I wasn't looking at it like this at first because it didn't look like that was what was in play. It looked like we wouldn't even come past this area after sweeping this high, and we would just turn and come down. But they said, nope, they need to go up and take out everybody up here. So now that gives us a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a fifth wave move. So we can still go up a little higher here. So my own fault for going partial on my exit. I should have taken everything off when I had the opportunity, and then I would have been fine. And then I would have seen that, oh, this is a fourth wave after all, and we're going up. I could have jumped in to go long rather than, but it's too late. I wasn't quick enough to see it.
285.80.
Yeah.
So this is a tough one this morning here. It's a tough one because
Yeah, very tough.
it's a very tricky
What
playing
happens
here.
is that the dollar did go down slightly, but it didn't really not matter that much on the dollar.
Let's see what the U.S. dollar looks like here. So we're very choppy here on the U.S. dollar. We're just sideways.
But 10 o'clock was the news, so
We're in a big sideways
really, yeah,
structure here on the dollar.
we have more action on the NAS than we do on the dollar.
Yeah, and we're also in a chop in here as well. So the dollar overall is got a bit of a boost, but it's still in a very choppy situation. So
Almost looks like it's in a wave 4.
yeah, so not liking it too much there. All right, so I'll go back to my NAS here, see if I can. Okay, so Tesla might be turning around now, right? Because we did sweep this high. So I'd be looking for a 1, 2, 3 here to come down. Yeah, but however, we do have a problem because we have a 1, 2, 3 here. See? So this is in control. So this could be just another
Well, I
ploy
was
to take
waiting
us
for a
up one
1,
more
2,
time.
3 top to form before I say they were finished.
We could go up one more time here on Tesla to take out that high. So be careful of that. Even though we swept, they can still go up one more time here. Because this is controlling. I'm getting an echo. I'm not sure why I'm getting an echo.
It's not from me.
Might be Adrian.
Bitcoin's in quite the chop at this moment in time. So not much play in Bitcoin. It's been very choppy and nasty since we opened. Not seeing much of a play here on Bitcoin at this point. Very dangerous playing here in Bitcoin right now. So does Tesla have another move to the upside? Take out the high? Does the NASDAQ have another move to the upside to take out the high? This would be like 1, 2 here, 3, 4, one more time, take out the high. Looks like that's what they want to do here. Go back up one more time. So we're in the algo, but not much going on with it really. 10 o'clock. Just looking for another push up. We've got a gap here. No, somebody needs to mute.
Not me.
Yeah, so you can see the structure is very clean here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're in this fifth leg, and they're not quite done.
No, they're not quite done
Because
yet.
we still have a 1, 2, 3, 4 again. So we could not, no, I was gonna say we could bounce here and continue up, but well, now they're coming back down. Interesting. So we do have a 1, 2, 3 top now.
Yeah, but don't believe this big down move yet.
They might be faking this out. We could still go up one time. Let's see what happens here. This is more like a fourth wave.
We have a lot of volatility, Lennox.
Very much so, because I can see Tesla is really volatile. It's a tough playing in Tesla right now, that's for sure. You guys have to be super careful. So they've destroyed the structure, because it looks, again, once they come in here, you know, they've destroyed our structure. So we're in a different type of a structure. Yes, we could still come back up. That's totally possible. But if we breach this low here, then it's more than likely that we could see a continuation to the downside. So, which is what we're expecting. We're expecting that continuation to the downside. So the breach of this low would give us that solid evidence that yes, okay, we could get a retrace back and then a continuation down. That's kind of what I would look for. In NASDAQ, what are we doing? So NAS looking to come back up and take out the high one more time.
Yeah, it's not done yet.
You can't really buy or sell at this point.
That's for sure. I'd wait for a 1, 2, 3 top to do anything at this point, and we're not
Well,
quite.
I could buy the S&P, which I'm going to do. I'm looking for them to continue up to take out this high, so I'm going to buy the S&P to do that move up. I'll put a stop on this guy, just in case. Have to take me out here at that low. So if they break that low again, then I'm in trouble. But otherwise, we continue up. So if they break that low, which they could, I wasn't expecting them to. And they did. Wow. Okay. So that's not working. I think they would breach this low. Can everybody hear the echo? Or just me?
No, I'm not hearing an echo.
Okay. I'm hearing an echo on my end.
But
Not anymore.
my
Now.
hearing isn't like yours either.
Okay, I'm not hearing the echo anymore. So did they come back just to take me out on that little, wow, that's amazing. So it looks like they just came back to touch me at that point. That's why I hate putting the stops on, because of that, just of that fact. But I can't rightfully tell people to not put a stop on, because It's very dangerous not to. As you can see, you can get yourself in trouble. So I'm going to try again on the S&P here. Once I get a fractal here.
And we might be close to a turnaround, but it's not positive yet.
So they swept that low. Interesting. So it wasn't safe there. I thought it would be. They say nope, not quite safe there. So if I'm wrong and they're not going back up, that's great for me with the NAS. But it certainly looked like we were going to turn around. We're coming down slowly.
They're trying to come down, but still no guarantee they could do whatever they want at this point.
Quite interesting. Well, they're faking me out because I really expected one more push to take out the high. So
Took out the 1, 2, 3 on Tesla.
yeah, interesting. So they've swept that low. So now we would look for a retrace of this move and then a continuation to the downside. Something like that would be in play. Okay, so NAS, I've come back from being in deep drawdown there. See if I can get a positive out of this. For them to take out this low here.
Are you still there, Lennox?
I am.
You're awfully quiet.
Yes, I am waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, I can understand that one. I mean, it's looking like it wants to go down now, but
It's done everything I wasn't expecting, but you know, this happens. So I stay the course anyways. My expectations are still that we're going to fall, but it's just taken it's taken a
the last time I did this, I was in, and it tripped me up and went back up again.
yeah, quite interesting. This is what makes the game tough, is because it can do what you don't expect.
For
So that's
sure.
why I keep saying you have to look at all the possibilities of a play, because it can do the unexpected when you think you can't hold on to everything that you believe, because it can change and turn you into a bumbling idiot in a moment in time. But I think the overall higher time frame bias, should take precedent over anything that happens down here on the 1 minute chart.
We have a 1, 2, 3 top on the 1 hour Tesla.
So it did give me a little profit here. I'll just take a look at Tesla in one moment to see if I should just exit this thing or hang in here for this to go down a little further, make a little bit of profit on this. It's a tough one here at this point. I'm back into positive after being down quite a bit. So it's a tough one whether I should just exit and just start fresh, or hang on to this continued move down.
Well, I'm looking at the possibility that it's getting close to turning back up.
I'd like to see them take this low here, right here. So that's why I'm kind of hanging in there. And should be going through this low. They're playing games here. Could say just set a TP for this low. So yeah, see, I looking for them to take out this low here. They come so close. One more little drop, and I'm good. And then they bounce back up again. So yeah. So could have taken the profit. I hesitated about taking the profit. Could have jumped back in up here to come back down again. So there, you've got all these options that you can do. So I've made it a little tougher myself again by waiting. So see if we come through again. Still pressures to the downside in any case. So. So let's see Tesla. You're saying Tesla on the hourly, hey? So yeah, you could say that's a 1, 2, 3 top certainly, and now we're pushing down to take out these lows here on the hourly. And 30-minute, yeah, 15-minute. So yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we get the retrace, and now we'd be looking to come and take out this low here. So that's the likely scenario for Tesla. Looking quite pronounced there. So this would be the target, 272.69 area, 272. That's a longer term though. Got a ways to go to get there. And so we're coming back up. So I had my chance to get out, did not take it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add to my position to continue down. Playing hardball with them here. So they're coming back into the gap.
I put the stuff on the thing.
So I'll look for a fractal right here to get back in. So if I'm wrong, then we're going back up to take out these highs, which I don't see happening at this point. An order block here. We should be coming back down. Breach of that low, and I'll sell some more here. This is tough playing here today, guys.
Yeah, very tough. This is what I thought might happen. That would just come down so far and turn around again. But I'm not sure where it wants to go.
Yeah, I thought we'd break this low, but yeah, they didn't. So
Is this making a head and shoulders now or what?
Well, it's saying that this is the high at this point. So we swept over here.
Yep.
So
Right.
it's looking like we want to do this and then come down. That's what I would expect. However, because I had a 1, 2, 3 here, and then we had this move, you know, that possibility that we could still go up
Exactly. Yeah.
was
That's
there.
that's the
You
big
know,
problem.
don't want to see that occur, but that is still that possibility is still lingering. But the more probability is that we will fall here. I'm speculating anyways, right? So again, let me look at it from the, and you see how they're making a liar out of me now. I should have taken my profit
Well,
off it.
I mean, right
Shoulda,
now,
coulda.
your second hypothesis seems to be the one that's trying to develop.
Okay, so I'm drawing out my structure. So at this point now it looks like what they've done here is chopped up into a fourth wave again, and this becomes our 4. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and now they're looking to go back up and take everybody out again. You see?
Yeah.
So because they didn't come and take this low, which is what I was expecting at that point to exit, now they're looking, okay, maybe we'll go back up and take all these guys out now. So you see how quick and mean and nasty they can be. So this gap didn't hold us back to come down. So everything is pointing to a takeout of these highs now. So this is
Right.
just how quickly things can turn around on you. So this is a good edification here this morning. All right, so looking for them to take out the highs again, which is fine. They can go back up there, but I'm still expecting them to come down no matter what. So they're going back up to take out the highs. So I was in positive, didn't take it. Now back in drawdown. So I'll stay the course, and I'll let them come and take out this high. They could even take out the high, which is this high over here. So that's the only one that's left. So they've already taken these two. So these two guys over here are taken. And the only ones left with stops are up at the top. So they have to come through, take this guy out, which hasn't been taken yet. And then the last one. So it's yes. So they could do that. And then we'd get a 1, 2, 3 up here to come back down. That's certainly a ploy there. So when I tried to go into the S&P to go long, they said, oh, no, we needed to go down first. So you see what they did on the S&P. They did what I was expecting on the NAS, but they didn't do it. So this low right here, they took it out. See, that's what I was expecting the NAS to do. And they didn't do that. So on the NAS, if I go back to the NAS, there's divergence right there. That's the difference. So very sneaky. Very sneaky. So I was expecting that drop to take out this low, and they did not do it. So again, looking at both indices, S&P did what I was expecting. So this is a very smart play on their part, very tricky. And now they go back up. So we would get divergence at the top. In other words, will S&P take out the high or not, right? Will it take out that high or not? Or do we get divergence with NAS at the top? So if I look at both charts, here's the S&P and the NAS. So I could be but there is my divergence right there. This was swept. This was not swept. So very sneaky little play there. So now at the top, will we get divergence? Because the NASDAQ was stronger right here, and we're getting that move. We could take out the high, and the S&P was weaker right here, so we might not take out the high. See? So this is kind of how they play it. So we have a 1, 2, 3 bottom. We're moving up. We could take the high. We have a 1, 2, 3 bottom. We're moving up. We might not take the high. I'll see here at the top how it plays out. So if I had the both charts up at this time, I would have exited my NAS because I see that they broke this low on the S&P and is turning around, and while the NAS is struggling to get down there. So that would have told me that, okay, I need to exit out of the NAS. So that's very sneaky of them with the divergence at that point. So we've had a sweep of these inner guys now. Anyone who was selling in here got taken out. All these guys have been taken out. So the only ones left now are up at the top. So I can see the NAS making it up there. I don't know about the S&P making it all the way up there. Got a long way to go to get up there. So that would put Tesla, let's see Tesla now. Tesla is pulling back to the upside, right? We're retracing all this move now. So Tesla made the sweep and the sweep here as well. Now we're retracing this entire move. So we could come back up into a gap up here perhaps, and we'd be looking for them to continue down. So this would give us a nice 1, 2, 3, say like on the 5-minute. That's what's setting up right now. So there's a 5-minute gap right there. Tesla, get rid of this guy. So we've touched into it already, but we could go deeper into it. And there's 2 5-minute gaps here actually. So which one will it go to? Yeah, it's touched this one already. You know, we could go higher possibly, but let's see. So can we go up again into that, take that high? So they did do what we expected them to come back down, take out this low. And now we're getting the pullback. So we'd be looking for a 1, 2, 3 up in here to come back down again. So it's very, very testy today, very choppy, but the structure is bearing out, is holding out. All right, so we're turning on the NAS. At this point, I'm still expecting another push up to take out the high, take out these guys, take out this high. While S&P might struggle to do that. S&P is trying to do the same thing, but might not take out the high. We've got a little gap here.
Is everybody still awake?
Yeah, if this stuff doesn't keep you awake, well, nothing will, eh?
I seem to have lost my sound. Is anybody there?
We are. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Armin? Someone type to Armin.
I can hear you.
And somebody needs to type to Armin to let him know that we can hear him. Armin, are you there? We can hear. I can hear you, Armin. I don't know if you can hear. You're obviously not hearing us. Need to chat to him. Are you there, Armin?
Yeah, I'm here now. I clicked the button on my stereo system. Sorry about that.
It's all good. Okay, so yeah, I put myself in some serious drawdown this morning here, but interesting how you can come out of the drawdowns. You don't have to panic out of them, but it's not really a good position to be in. So all right, so they are going for the highs. You can see we're going to take out the high. We're going to more than likely take out that high on the NAS. So everything is working. So again, on the S&P, same kind of thing. Now we've taken out the high on the S&P. So S&Ps are ahead of the NAS right now in strength. So we go back, look at both charts. You can see S&P is stronger. So that could mean that we're done on the S&P and we're not going to take out this high at all. And we could get double divergence, really, you know, possibly. And I'd like to see NAS go through now and take this high. Let's see if they do. So it's interesting how they turned it around. Down here, then the S&P was weaker than the NAS at this point. The NAS with strength went up, and now it's struggling to break the high. So all of a sudden, the NAS becomes weaker, and the S&P is stronger. So how they turn around at the different points is quite interesting. So expecting them to break that high still. So S&P could be done because we've swept that high here. Oh, by the way, George, Peter.
Yeah.
Peter, are you there as well?
Yeah.
Could we have a chat right after Vic as well?
Sure.
And just meet after we finish today. Okay, so we're getting rejection here. Interesting. So you see how on the NAS we can't take out the high, but on the S&P we took out the high. So quite the change here. So if we can break this low, then I would look for a 1, 2, 3 here to come back down on the NAS. What here is just a breach of this guy here to come back to get us a 1, 2, 3 to come back down. So we're getting divergence here. We had divergence here. So it's quite interesting. They're not going up to take out the high as yet anyways. I mean, it's still a possibility, of course, but looking like it's having a hard time trying to do that now. So if we breach these lows here, this low here and this low here, then we could be coming back down. So quite interesting how each of these guys trade and play and move. Remember I said when you're playing one or the other, you should be looking at both, because this is what tells you. And I wasn't looking at both when I was right here. And had I been looking at both of them, I would have realized that the breach here was not happening here. So they're very sneaky, very sneaky. So looking for a breach of the lows. Came very close here. So our 10 o'clock algo wasn't very exciting today. We went up, but very short-lived, and then we're back down, back up again. Got a 1, 2, 3 top now here on the NAS. See, we don't have a 1, 2, 3 top on the S&P as yet, but clear 1, 2, 3 top on the NAS.
That 10 o'clock algo might have been overshadowed by the 10 o'clock news.
The news, yeah. Here, this guy. Okay, so I'm looking for a breach of the lows here. Breach of this low here. So now I'm getting a 1, 2, 3 top on the S&P. So can we breach this low now? So we got 2 lows to breach on the S&P. Same thing on the NAS, but it's a little quicker play. If they take out the high, then all bets are off here. We're going up a little more, which is a possibility, of course, and they are. So that's it, just like that. They've changed course again. So quite interesting how they manipulate everything. Here, you get to really see this in real time, and it's quite interesting. So the expected move here for them to take out the low has not transpired. So it's putting us here. We've got a 1, 2, 3 bottom. Let me do that again. That's not a very good line. We got a 1, 2, 3 bottom here, chop. So now they're chopping it. So it's like a fourth wave, and we could still go up and take out these highs. See? So all of a sudden everything changes. Now the S&P is doing it in a different way. It's saying, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sweep, and yet they go and sweep it again. So why would they sweep it again? And we've obviously got a 1, 2 here, 3, 4, and then we're going and sweeping that high again. So it's a little different on the NAS. They're really gunning for the high. So I thought the NAS would make it to the high here first, but the S&P has won out. That's quite interesting. Aha. So now we're getting divergence with the NAS now, and the S&P is diverting. So will it take it out or not? So it was looking there for a moment that maybe we wouldn't go up any further and we'd come down, and instead it went up. So quite interesting. Okay, so sweep. Looks like they're going to take the high on the NAS as well. Yeah, S&P's gone. So Tesla must be trying to get up there, I would think. See S&P, NAS, Tesla, trying to push back up to that gap. So Tesla's been in the fourth wave here, essentially. 1, 2, and then we're chopping. And we'd be looking to go back up, take out this high, and come back into this area, and then look for 1, 2, 3 to come back down still. So still going the way we're expecting it on Tesla. NASDAQ has swept the high. S&P has swept the high. And now Bitcoin is finally making some nice moves. So, trying to watch everything, like I say, is tough. So this is a nice sweep here. We're getting a beautiful 1, 2, 3 bottom, and we're getting that nice move, another sweep, dropping back. Expected move to continue to the upside here. So Bitcoin's looking quite nice there. Let's see how it looks on the 5. And yet we're still in a very choppy affair. But you can see that we swept, made a 1, 2, 3, sweep these highs, sweep again, going up, dropping back, looking for them to continue going up, taking out these highs. So very, very nice moves on Bitcoin there. Okay, so NAS has swept that last high, and there is still another one above, but that's quite a ways back, way up there. So I wouldn't really expect them to go way up there, but it's a possibility. Right now, it looks like our structure is essentially complete. So are they not done still? Want to go up one more time? Yeah, it looks like they want to push up a little higher still. Is our time? Okay, we're at the 11 o'clock hour already.
Yeah, I'm still seeing that it could go up a bit more. I'm not sure what structure we should be looking at right now.
Well, they did put in a 1, 2, 3 here. There's a smaller 1, 2, 3 there, 3, 4. So we could take that high one more time, certainly.
Yeah.
Right. We're not out of the
But
woods
as
there.
far as my original head and shoulders, that's been negated for sure.
Well,
And I
well,
think
look,
you properly analyze that, but this current situation is, I'm not sure what the heck is going on. It
well,
looks
look
like
at
it should be going up.
yeah, look at S&P. S&P did what I just drew for the NAS to take out the high. S&P's already doing it. So again, if I look at both charts, oh, now they're both doing it. So yeah, so the expected move is to take out the high, and they've done it. All right. So we still have another high above. They might take that high, or they might not take that high. So let's see what happens here. So I'm in quite the drawdown here. So it should be fun getting back into positive here.
Well, fortunately, I didn't take the trade this time, so I'm still good. But I've been trying to understand what the heck is going on with this structure, and it's just eluding me. I saw for the possibility of this going up again, but I no longer know what the structure should be looking for, that we should be looking for.
Well, the structure, I'm on the 5-minute time frame. The structure is we go 1, 2, 3, 4 at this point, and
This
five.
is
So
five, yeah.
we've taken out the high. There's still one high left up here. Lots of liquidity sitting here. So are they going to take that high or not?
Take that high out, and then we'll get an ABC.
So it's either they take that high out or they leave them alone. So on the S&P, they've taken the high. See, so it's divergence.
Well, I'm assuming they're going to take the high out at this point.
Well, we can't be sure if they're going to take it out on the NAS. Because they did it on the S&P doesn't mean they're going to do it on the NAS.
It could be divergent, that's for sure.
Yeah,
but
right.
Now it's looking, to me, it's looking like that is the direction they're headed in. But
yeah, that was.
Of course, I could be wrong.
That was the possibility that they could do that. Because we had equal highs, we could go up there and take them out. I didn't think they would do that, but what I think and what they do are two different things. So at this point, we're getting divergence with the S&P. So S&P is stronger at this point, right, than the NAS. That's what it's showing. So are we going to turn around now and come back down without taking that high? That's possible. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here at this point now. So if I get a signal that we're going to turn and come back down, then I'll take that. So the signal would be a breach of that low right here. Yeah. So if you can be patient and wait, that's something that's that could occur, and you could get that move back down that way. So this high is still in jeopardy, and so is this high, right? The high. So those two are still in jeopardy.
That is correct.
But if we breach this low before they take out this high, then we could get that move coming back down.
And that would be an ABC coming down, right?
Yeah, this would be an A leg. Yes. So see, we've breached that low. So possibilities that we won't take out the high after all. So let's see on the S&P. Yeah. S&P has done it opposite. We've taken out the high. Now we've breached the low here. And so, again, I'd be looking for a retrace now of this move to come back down. So we're just looking for a quick retrace and a continuation down. So let's see if that plays out. Go back to the NAS. All right, so looking for a retracement here. Back into this gap. How's Tesla doing? So Tesla is still struggling, trying to get back up there, but we would expect them to come back up in here to take out this high here, because that's where the sellers are sitting. So if we're playing, again, you got to think about it as if you were playing and you wanted to get the best prices, you'd want to come back up and take out these guys right here, because there's lots of liquidity sitting there. So that would be the expected, that we would come up and take them out and then drop it. Take out the buyers, all the buyers who went in here, right? But take out the sellers first and then take out the buyers after. You can take the buyers out first too if you want, and then go up. But it's nice to leave the buyers alone to make them think that price is going, so that they pile in more, right? You understand the ploy? So if we're buying here and if we're the market makers and we want to sell, we want to push price up here and then drop it. So we want to entice the buyers to jump in. So we want to leave them alone, don't take them out, and take out the sellers first. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Take the sellers out, and then these guys, because they see price pushing up, are jumping in to go long, and then you take them out. That's just the logical way of doing it. So here we get a retrace on NAS. So I'm going to sell some more now. I should be coming back down. I'm going to sell it there. So looking for a drop here now on the NAS and S&P. So they both have a gap. So they're going a little higher than so in the interim, I jumped in on Bitcoin and making some nice profits. So I'm making up for some of my losses here in for the drawdown. And take some profit off. Put my stop on. If we can continue. So my TP, so I'm looking for them to take out this high up here. So my TP could be that high there and just a tad above on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's move on the 5 minute, we go back to the 1 minute because you can't really see it that well. So on the 5 minute, you see it much clearer. So the move is this 1, 2, this move back down, and then we should go back up and take out this high. So I can jump in this area to go up, because they did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move here, sweeping that low and going up.
At this point, Lennox, it's appearing to me that it's not ready to go
Come
down.
We should be.
Yeah, I know. I understand that, but I'm telling you what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Let's see what they're doing on
Got me
Tesla.
thoroughly confused at this point.
So Tesla still struggling to get back in there. They did touch it. They touched the gap. But, you know, I would think they would go and take this guy out here, but maybe they won't, you know. Looking for them to drop it here on the NAS. Take out this low here now. This guy's already gone. So once we breach this low, I would be looking for, again, another retrace to continue down. So no gaps in here. So there was not much reason for them to go back up. There is an order block, but there's no gap. So we should just continue straight down here. And these guys would be in play next. The breach of these lows here. Looks like we're getting a gap now. Perhaps, yeah, we should get a gap here. Yeah. Okay, so that should act as resistance and we should continue down. They touched into this gap once already. They might go back again, but I'm hoping they just drop it here. Don't need to go back up there. They might. Again, they came very close to touching it. They didn't touch it, but they're pulling away now. So let's see if they continue straight down. Very slow. But they did go back into it. So what they in effect just did here is just sweep all the sellers out.
Right now, it's appearing like it's in a wave 4 type motion.
We should see a quick drop now. I would expect, because they've taken these guys out, so we should fall. That's Tesla. So Tesla did not go back up and take out these highs, so they've just gone back down and taken out all the buyers. They did take out these sellers here, and that's it. They left these guys alone. Interesting. All right, so we're just coming. Looks like we're going to come straight down and take out these lows now. Possibly. Once we breach these lows here, we should just continue coming down, because we do have a 1, 2, 3 top now that's controlling this move, right? So that should take us down.
So that's on the NAS1 1-minute chart there.
Yeah.
In the larger time frames, we're still looking for it to go overall down today.
I would think so. Based on the overall structure, it should be coming down. So at least anyways, retracing this move back down 50%. Approximately, right? I can put my fib on it. So 50% would take us back down to this level here. That's reasonable.
So on Tesla, that might be down about 270 still.
Let's see Tesla again. So we're expecting to take this low out here. So let's see, 5 minute. We take that low. Yeah, you can see we're getting on a 5 minute. This whole thing could be a 1, 2, 3 top now, right? So we could be coming down quite a ways. See how the 15 looks. Yeah. So if this is the top, then this becomes a 1, 2, and then we could come down and take out this low.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense?
Yes, it does.
That's kind of how I see it. Am I right?
Well, usually with enough time, just about everybody gets to be right.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, then you might as well just go to the casino.
Yeah. No, we're not going to the casino. But no, yeah.
If it was that way, then yeah, you could just, I mean, the Nick Sean strategy, you just jump into the market. Doesn't matter if you're going up or down, you just buy or sell. So you just come into the market right now and you say, okay, I'm just going to buy, and you buy. So if you buy and it goes against you, if it starts going against you, then you buy more, and it keeps going against you, you buy more, and it keeps going against you, you buy more. So that's the strategy. So if you want to play that strategy, you have to hope that it's going to turn around sometime and come back. So that's a legitimate strategy.
That's the Nick Shaw.
Nick Sean, yeah. That's a legitimate strategy. Yeah, you can do that. But if you keep buying, it keeps going, and it doesn't stop, then you're going to lose your account. So, you have to weigh the factor. But it's a very legitimate strategy. It works quite well, actually. That's what I essentially just did here. It was going against me, and I sold because I'm expecting it to come down. But when you go with that strategy without knowing what the direction is, you're just going blind, right?
Yeah. Right.
If it went in your way the first time, then you would take the profit as soon as you get a profit, right? So it's a pretty solid strategy, except that the risk is that you can lose your account. So we're getting a nice move down now. So at this point, I'll take a little partial because I've been battered all the way down. So we'll take something off here. And I'll let the rest go now. I can't move my stop into a positive. I'd like to move my stop to positive, but it's too tight right now still. So you'll see it come down a bit further before I do that. So I was down in quite the drawdown. I was down like over 10 grand in drawdown, but I've come back to make positive profit. So you can do it, but it's you have to be quite secure in your analysis and thinking that yes, it's gonna come back your way.
Confident.
Yeah, you have to be confident. Yeah, and there are no guarantees, right? None. So
I can't go back to customer service and complain.
You could. That's why they have them. You can certainly do that.
You put this thing on sale within 30 days of my purchase.
So Bitcoin did not do what I was expecting, so I had to exit it. But very sneaky here on Bitcoin. So on the 1 minute, it looked like we were done at this point. So I have my stop in. So that's why the stop is good to have sometimes, because otherwise, I'm expecting this move and a push back up. And they said, no, we're not doing that. We're coming back down to take everybody out. So they're messing up my structure. So I'm expecting the structure to continue going up like that, and they've messed it up. So that by doing that, everything has changed. I have to switch and go the opposite way because it's not going the way I expected it to do. And we're in a very, with Bitcoin here, it's in a very choppy, you can see how choppy this is. So The expectation that price could go back up and take out the high, yeah, possible, but the NASDAQ is very weak, so Bitcoin usually goes with the indices, so they're looking to take out these lows. It's basically what they're saying at this point now. So you have to be able to change with what's going on, otherwise you die. All right, well, we're 25 minutes after the hour, so I'm going to call it a day. I'm 10 minutes over what I expected how long I expected to stay, so we'll call it a day.
Okay,
But
well, thank
you can see the battle is tough today, so you have to be really careful.
Great. Thank you so much, Lennox.
Yes, sir. All right, so Peter and George will hang in here for a little bit and
Yeah, well, and this
wait
one.